Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night for your free triple deck reading. Okay, so got a few technical issues. The camera has finally blown up, so I'm recording this on my phone until I get a better setup. So bear with me if there's any technical glitches tonight. Thank you for the feedback that I got about last week's video. I'm going to hold off because there were only 2 lovely people that actually commented. So it is a lot of work to go through and do that if people aren't interested. So I might leave that for a couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever, and come back to it. Apart from that, again, thank you to those that did leave feedback. But let's get into it. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night for your free triple deck reading. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. Just before we get into it, guys, the camera finally shit itself, so I'm using my phone to record, and yeah, just bear with me this week. Okay, so your overall card is the love card, which is fantastic. This doesn't always mean romance, but it does mean that there is loving energy around you. It could be coming from you, but it is definitely around, okay? If you are single, very good sign of meeting somebody or taking something to the next level, somebody coming out of the woodwork. If you are in a romance already, good energy there for, you know, reconnecting, having those moments where it feels like you're on a honeymoon again. But in general, I'm picking up a lot of love energy around. So that's not always romantic. It could be love of family, friends, just love of life. A lot of times this is following, you get this card following something bad, like you may be having you may have had an illness, and now that you're over it, you're like, oh, thank God, you know, I thank my blessings for my health, and that generates the love energy that I'm talking about, okay? So there is a lot of love energy for you, a lot of positive energy, so go with that. Okay, so this is also very good. The first card out is your spiritual path card. It's saying that you're doing the right thing, you're headed in the right direction, all is going to be okay. You know, we always have ups and downs. There's things that could be better, there's things that could be worse. But this is kind of saying that, you know, just keep doing what you're doing because you're headed in the right direction for your overall happiness. Okay, there's no big changes that are needed. Okay, so this is the life learning card. I feel like this is summing up what you've just been through or what you are currently going through. This is challenges, things that we need to learn, hard lessons in life, right? I feel like that you're coming out of this, So it's kind of recapping what you've just gone through, whatever it be, whether it be, you know, like I said, an illness or a breakup or something like that. You need to understand that it was a lesson that you needed to learn and to remember it, because moving forward, you don't want to be in the same situation. So if you learn from, you know, red flags and the mistakes and, you know, one thing led to another, if you've learnt from that, then you're going to be good as gold, okay? And that's what this card is saying. Don't feel too bummed or too hurt. Everything happens for a reason, good and bad. And just keep going with it, okay? Because this really is go with the flow. Now, the last card here, ironically, is the Spirit Energy card. This is positive energy, support and all that. It is upside down. So this is saying that even if there aren't a lot of people around you, you're still going to be feeling this love energy. And that's why I said originally it could actually be coming from yourself. So, look, even sometimes we need a break from people, whether we want it or not. And I feel like that there is a little bit of a stop worrying about everybody else, start worrying about yourself, get your life in order, get your priorities sorted. You're on the right path. You're learning these lessons. I feel like that you need to put this into effect here. This could actually be, you know, removing toxic people from your life. This could actually be, look, this could actually be clearing the debris of everything that you don't need in your life. Like, you may just be over people that are users and all of that. Good, get rid of them. And that's what this is kind of saying, okay? So this isn't a bad thing. This is actually kind of, you know, a positive thing. Sometimes we run around like a chicken with our head chopped off, and we keep going until something makes us stop. You know, I personally believe that the universe will make you stop when you need to stop. And this is kind of what this is. You need that 5 minutes, take that 5 minutes out to get your head together, get rid of all the people. Again, those lessons that you've been learning, you need to put into effect moving forward. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. If you want a full reading, you can contact me through the socials. Otherwise, I will be live tonight on TikTok at 7 p.m. if you want to come past and say good day. Until next week, guys, really hope that helped, and blessed be. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a on a Sunday night for your free triple deck reading. If you chose pile number 2, this is it. Now, before we get into it, I just want to let you know, guys know, my camera has finally shit itself, so I'm using my phone this week, so bear with me with any technical glitches. Okay, so obviously there's no beating around the bush here. This is negative energy. Now, I created this card in my deck of cards because I'm not just a psychic, I'm a witch, so I help with cleansing and getting rid of bad spirits and so forth. I actually put this in my deck to symbolize, to pick up that there is a bad negative spirit or entity or something around an individual person. In a general reading like this, I go with the overall negative energy, okay? So look, I am going to say that if you are having anything that goes bump in the night or you're feeling really bogged down, you can, of course, contact me. My website is thegreenspsychic.com. I've got all my services up there. I'll leave it there. Now, the negative energy card in a general does speak, as you can see, it's a hand. Somebody's out to get you. So there is somebody around causing trouble. There is the need to understand that. I don't want to say that you're not safe, because I don't feel like that this is like physical harm, but there's somebody that's jealous of you, or somebody that's angry at you, or somebody that's just using you as a punching bag. So the advice here isn't so much giving you the heads up that somebody's doing that. The advice here is don't take that bullshit, okay? I'm not saying that you need to go to war and start a fight with somebody that comes at you, but you need to be aware that a lot of times, like a bully in a schoolyard, you know, somebody might be picking on you or causing you problems because they've got their own problems. Now, I'm not saying be sympathetic there, because that just, like, you know, you can be, that's a good person, I normally am, but it's very hard to be sympathetic for somebody that's yelling and screaming at you. So the advice here is really kind of have that thicker skin, turn the other cheek, ignore it, don't get dragged into it, because it's not about you, it's really they need to sort their own stuff out. Okay, so this is definitely somebody close. Like at first I was thinking it may be co-workers, but I actually feel like it's closer to home. So my advice here is, if somebody is being a little shit, that, you know, if you think of it as a parent with a teenage child, the teenager might be being a shit. It's not because of the parent itself, it's because of the hormones and the age and all of that crap. So it's kind of like, don't take it personally. If you need to pull that kid into line and throw some punishment out, then do it. But, you know, this could be a sibling or a parent even that might be just having a bad time. So the heads up is that these people, there is somebody out there that is going to give you crap. Try not to take it personally, and try not to get dragged into it. Like, if somebody wants to come at you yelling and screaming and you just smile at them, turn around and walk away, that's going to piss them off a lot more than anything you do or say. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so this is good. This is, well, look, I feel that this is the health card, so it is talking about healing, but it's also the mental health card. And considering this, I think that this is why this is coming up. It's a warning to not take things personally, not to get in your own head and think, well, you know, people are treating me like this, they must be right. No, okay? Work on hardening yourself and having that thicker skin so that people's negative energy doesn't get to you, okay? Also, if you are having trouble sleeping and can't get things out of your head, whether it be a spiritual problem like something that goes bump in the night or general anxiety and stress. Try sipping with a glass of water beside your bed with salt in it. Put as much salt as you like. That salt purifies negative energy, both spiritual and the physical negative energy that we have in our head. So it can lead to a good night's sleep, especially if you leave it there for a couple of days. Okay. So this is, again, look, your health is going to be fine. Your mental health is actually going to improve, because I feel like if you take the advice and start blocking out the negative energy, that's actually going to give you more confidence and make you feel a lot better. So moving forward, you're able to deal with this without taking it all personally when people are having a bad day. Okay, this is the ending card, and it's upside down. So this is saying that this issue is going to be ongoing for a little while. Okay, now don't get freaked out by that. Don't get scared. What that means is, like I just said, you are going to build up your mental health and block these people out and go, you know what? You're having a bad day. I'm not going to play this game. I'm just going to do my own thing. That is going to build, like I said, confidence and strength, so that ongoing, whether it's the same person or somebody else, road rage on the, somebody cuts you off because they're road raging, you're going to have those tools and techniques in place where you don't get angry, where you don't fall apart, where you don't get depressed and start to spiral, maybe they're right and blah, blah, blah. That's what this is saying. The negative energy that's around us isn't going anywhere. Like, it comes in waves, but we're always going to be dealing with difficult people. That's the world we live in today. I mean, like, it's just getting worse. So again, this is like a time to build up those defenses and just decide not to take part in at somebody else's bullshit and their negative. Don't fight with them, and don't involve yourself in their conversation. Don't get drawn in. That's what I'm trying to say, because there's no win in that. You will both end up angry and negative. Rather turn around and go, okay, not a problem, and walk away. Keep in mind that a lot of people forget that their own personal opinion is exactly that, their own personal opinion. So if you get drawn into an argument and give your personal opinion, again, you're doing the same thing. It's your personal opinion. So be the bigger person and go, well, I know how I feel about this topic. I don't need to go around yelling and screaming about it. I'm moving on because I've got better things to do. Basically, that's what this is all saying. Now, the last, look, this positivity card upside down does not mean negativity, okay? It's not a negative card when it's upside down. What it means is basically things are going to be quiet, flat, okay? In this spread, I'm actually happy to see this for you guys, because this is actually saying, okay, so if you've been watching my videos or following me for a while, you'll understand that with the positivity card, I explain it as a heartbeat monitor. So when there's positive energy, like it's beep, 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 beep. When it's upside down, it's a flat line, like somebody's died. Now, that's not a negative thing. It's got no connotation to death, but it's a flat line. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That's what this is saying, which means if you were getting really upset, it'd be, their heart monitor would be going crazy. If you're going through anxiety or depression, it'd be going crazy. This flat line shows that, to me, that you are going to be able to get on top of this negative energy and not let it affect you. And that's what the flat line is. You're going, okay, have a nice day, walk away and just get on with your own stuff. And you know what? That flat line is peace and harmony. And, a lot of people mistake it for boredom. Oh, nothing's going on. Yeah, sometimes that's a really good thing. Now, this isn't actually talking about whether things are going on or not. I feel like that this is talking about your mental energy, your health. And it is saying that, look, even though this problem isn't ending, you are going to make it through, and you are going to do it in a healthy way. Okay, you're not just going to ignore the problem. You're going to acknowledge that somebody's having a bad day. and move forward. Now, just before I finish up, I do want to say this negative energy might not actually be a person. It could be, you know, the bank coming after you after a loan, tax time. It could be a government, somebody coming at you, right? So again, it's like, keep in mind that if it's anything to do with money, it's numbers on a spreadsheet somewhere. There's a way of sorting through it all, okay? I do know how taxing and money can be. So do keep that in mind. But I really do hope that helped. If you want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic.com or through my website or socials. I will be live tonight at 7 p.m. on TikTok. Other than that, guys, have a great week and blessed be. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so if you chose pile number 3, whoops, this is your reading. Okay, so guys, just before I get started, I've had technical issues. The camera finally shit itself. So I'm using my phone this week, so just bear with me with the technical stuff. Now, this is the health and healing card. It's upside down. Yes, I'm sure there's bad health out there. There's a lot of flu going around and all that crap. But this card being upside down does not mean ill health, okay? It doesn't mean you're about to get sick. It doesn't mean you need to worry about something. When this card is upside down, it normally talks about mental health, okay? So I do feel like that whether you're sick or not, whether you get the cold or get a cold in the next week or so, yeah, that might all happen. But this is about your mental health. So a lot of times when we are physically sick, our mental health just drains to the point where, you know, we can't stop crying or something. My mother, who's 78, still working full time, slipped a disc, pinched a nerve. I just spat on the card. And unfortunately, she has been in agonizing pain for the last 3 weeks, barely able to move. So sad, so depressed, so worried that it was going to be permanent. So I've really had to, I've been helping her out a lot, but I've had to attack the mental health side of things rather than the physical health. Because I was like, the physical health, you're going to improve. It's going to be fine. Don't need to worry. She's now going to physio. She's getting on top of it. She's starting to feel better. But I really had to get in there and give her a talking to with the mental health, because she was at the point where she was calling me and couldn't actually speak on the phone because she was just crying, because she was so sad about how she was feeling and in so much pain. So this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it, regardless of what you're going through, sometimes it's the headspace. Being in the right headspace, you can handle anything, okay? So this is kind of like, it's not specifically to do with physical health. The mental health is whatever's going on around you. If you get yourself into the right headspace, you're going to be able to make it through anything, okay? So you may have just been dumped. That's hard. That can rattle us for the rest of our lives. Let's be honest. There are people out there that can never let go. If you process it and go, look, it didn't work, and you know, I love that person, but there were so many differences. It wasn't meant to be, but I am going to find somebody that I am meant to be with. You're in the right headspace to be able to move forward and to deal with the negative issues that come along, okay? Now, this is the very best card you can get in my deck of cards. This is a blessing card, well, obviously. This is the universe shining down upon you. This is granting you love, light, happiness, all the things the universe has to offer, okay? So this blessing, a lot of times it can be a physical blessing of, you know, let's say a really nice tax return at the moment, or winning the lotto, or, you know, it could meeting the person of your dreams. You know, there could be a physical blessing, or it could just be that everything starts to go right and you feel this courage. Why am I saying courage? I meant confidence, but courage as well. It's kind of like, again, when your mental health is in the right spot, you can take on the world, and it feels like, you know, no matter what happens, you're going to come out on the plus side. You're going to come out on the bright side. And that's what I'm feeling this blessing energy is. A lot of positive energy coming your way, that when you get through, when you learn to get yourself into the right headspace to deal with problems that come along, regardless of what they are. And let me tell you, it's not easy, obviously. Otherwise, we'd all do it. There wouldn't be any war or anger. But if you start just with the little things, start getting yourself into the headspace, the right headspace to be able to deal with these things and process, let go, and move forward, Those are the keys. You're going to have a lot of positive energy around you. Okay, so this is the baby card. This is a new beginning. So regardless of what this issue is that's around you that is testing your mental health, it could be several different things. There is a new start, a new beginning coming, and it's going to be bright and it's going to be beautiful. That could be what the blessing is. Let's go with you've won the lotto. Now you're going to start a new life where you don't have to worry about bills. Geez, I wish that were the case for all of us. But whatever this blessing is, whatever this negative thing is, there's a brand new life coming for you and it's just around the corner, okay? So maybe this is to do with a breakup and you've broken up with somebody, but you're about to start a new life with the right person, okay? This could be leaving a job and you're in the right position, a new life, okay? It's not here, but I am feeling money is involved with this new life. There's money around, okay? Now, look, this card is fantastic to end it on. This is the Illusion and Deceit card. It's upside down. So when things start going right, don't second guess it. Don't wait for the other boot to drop or, nah, things are going so good now, something's got to go wrong. Don't do that. If you do that, if you put that out into the universe will give you something to deal with because it'll be like, fine, if you can't accept the good things, I'm going to throw bad things at you. It's kind of like the universe is kind of stubborn like that, okay? So when these good things start happening, understand that they're not going away. It isn't an illusion. You know, your life is turning around. There is a beautiful new start here. There is a lot of good energy coming your way, okay? So don't look at it like this is temporary or it's going to end or something's going to go wrong, because no, when it's looking good, it actually is good, okay? And this is actually... with this new beginning, you don't need to worry about deceit with this new beginning. Okay, so let's say it's a new relationship. You don't need to worry about their loyalty or if they're being deceitful. They're being completely honest. Same as if this is a new job or a new venture that you're going into. You don't need to be worried about double-crossed or being shafted or anything like that, okay? There is no deceit. What you see is what you get. All right, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me through my website, thegreenspsychic.com, or through the socials. I will be live tonight at 7 p.m. on TikTok if you want to come past and say g'day. But until next week, guys, blessed be.